Alright. So let's talk about this deck. It's going to be Lux Leona Control. We had a player in the Asia server, Maui. Please don't kill me. I don't know how to pronounce this, but up here, he reached top 20 in the Asia server with this list, and it seems to be a pretty interesting take on the Lux build. I mean, it is bringing the new Targon region into it and using the Daybreak Leona package as more of a shell to try and survive up to the late game where you just blast them down with lasers. And that's pretty much the core concept of the deck. The added power the added power that this deck got from Targon would be the Invokes, which can grant you a lot of 6 mana plus spells. So Star Shaping, Solari Priestess, these can get you a lot of 6+ mana spells that could just generate more lasers. And that's kind of what we want, right? That's how we're gonna end the game every time, just lasers. You could also, also just the Solari guys are way too overstated in like just playing defensive. If you're against an aggressive opponent and you have Soldier into Shield Bearer, you pretty much just nullified their entire early game and blocked 2 attacks. It's a pretty crazy combo to have, and this deck has a lot of survivability in that regard. We have yet to play this game. Normally, I'll be trying the games out on stream, over on my stream on twitch.tv/Tomsorcer. If you want to see more, check me out there. I try to stream as much as possible. But today was a very long day, and I was playing this deck a bit while on my break at work, and I found it to be pretty good. I mean, I won a couple, lost a couple, but it was really fun, and I thought it was good enough to showcase. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn, and hopefully this video could bring more awareness to this type of deck. 'Cause I haven't really seen a whole lot of Lux. Really haven't. I've seen a lot of Leona, and I've seen a lot of the Solari Daybreak package, but Lux has kind of just been sleeper. She's there. Everyone knows she's good, but nobody's playing her because all the new toys are out. And I feel this goes with a lot of decks. Like, I feel like Deep is still really good. Nautilus, people just kind of forgot about him, and I think that's gonna be a deck we're gonna showcase soon. But with that being said, let's just jump into it, see how it goes. I'm never losing too much of it. He's been making a bit of a resurgence recently, but I haven't seen too much of him. The changes to making him a 5/5 did definitely hurt him a bit. The 6 health stat line was a little busted, but I have seen him in some dedicated ephemeral lists, which I think that's kind of the whole point, right? But with this type of deck, we are expecting to see aggressive plays from them early on, so we will try to look for a Solari Soldier. We will keep the Shield Bearer to try and nullify their turn 3 aggression. We won't play her on 2, as there's no need. Attack. Okay, we just pass here. We will play the Shield Bearer next turn, and then we'll go into Leona, into Ravan. So this is a dedicated ephemeral. This is going to be a Soul Shepherd list. That's pretty scary, as we really don't have a way of dealing with that. This hand kind of just bricked. That's unfortunate, because we're going to take one hell of a beating here. Well, so far he's kind of just curved out in the best way imaginable. I'm almost tempted to use this Fail Cascade just for cycle, but I don't think that's right. We do have the Radiant Guard into 5, so that could be our crutch here to get us back into this game. But right now, this is looking pretty bad. I mean, the obvious play is to just play Leona and pass. We can go for the attack here, if we so desire. It does just get chumped by the 2/1, which it really isn't all that great of a trade. It doesn't really make much of a difference either, because he can still sack his 1/1 for whatever he needs. This can get us a challenger unit, though, which is worth considering. If this gets us a Radiant Guard, though, we're really sad. But if we get a challenger, we're really happy. It's awkward. I think we go for the... I do think we go for the Remembrance, though. I think most of the time we're going to be pretty happy with the outcome. We do indeed get a challenger, which is kind of what we wanted here. Pull that Soul Shepherd out. Forgot this was a 5-drop. That was part of the pull for that. Second Soul Shepherd is a bit unfortunate. No denying that. But we will just play the defensive game here. So now we get to keep the Leona for next turn. If he does, he won't be going for an open attack. We know that much. Because he doesn't have anything set up here. We definitely want to get this Radiant Garden on play though. The lifesteal is what's gonna bring us into this game, not the stun. Stalking Shadows. That is scary. Very scary card in this type of list actually. Could bring out the 4/3 very easily. Just play in a new turn, or I'm dying. Yep. Looks like he got it. So he's gonna be playing 2 of those. We're just gonna pass, and we're gonna set up for the Radiant Guardian here. We'll sack our 2/2 for the Radiant Guardian, or 3/2. Oh, at least we do get the Soul Shepherd here, which is nice.
You cannot sway me.
Go here because it's gonna die regardless. Ephemeral. Seven is definitely low, but let us get the Radiant Guardian out, which is pretty huge. And we can get a second Radiant Guardian here. Oh, and now we have the Concentrated Strike, which will apply lifesteal regardless. So this is interesting. I think we're just gonna go for the open attack.
You will be scoured from this land.
Pull here, get the lifesteal off. Because I'm perfectly content with this just dying. Maybe pulling the 1/1 here and letting this trade happen would have been fine as well. Potentially think about that. This might have been a misplay to keep this on the board. But I want the Radiant Guardian to come out. That's where my thought process is. Because just having 2 Radiant Guardians, it could just chump him forever, and there's nothing he could do about it. Like, this is such a hard unit for him to deal with. He does commit to the Hecarim, which is pretty unfortunate for him, because we can concussive strike it. Now, here's the thing, right? Normally, I'd say go for the concussive strike, but with 2 Radiant Guardians, well, he can't commit to the Dusk and Dawn, because he's not really he's not banking spell mana. If he goes for the Dusk and Dawn next turn, he's just, I get to concussive strike it on response.
Does death follow me, or peace?
Let's see what he does here. Onslaught of Shadows. Interesting. So he doesn't have the Dusk and Dawn here. So we will respond to this. And there's no way for him to get to his Hecarim out of this range. At most he could have drawn 2 here. Kinda wanna bank the spell mana, kinda wanna play the Leona just to jump. I will pass if he goes for the attack. I almost feel like I could just ignore this. We're going down to 10 and we heal it right back up. We're just gonna ignore it. Because I don't believe this is the type of list that would run Atrocity, and we could just, we're gonna go back to 10, or we're gonna go back to 20 regardless, because he has no way of dealing with this. And actually, interesting. Because I kind of want to hold on to this Leona. Or, sorry, not hold on to Leona. I want to bank spell mana, but we are going to... Yeah, we are going to float 1 here. There's no reason not to. Just kind of being greedy for no reason. In a non-greedy matchup. And you could make the argument here as to why I didn't just play earlier. And that goes more so with... I wanted to prevent the Hecarim from going off, from getting the attack off, and getting the upgrade into 2 extra units on the board. Hence why we did the strike earlier. So we will just go for the open attack here. Just start pushing damage and heal us back to full health.
Be still now.
And then we'll develop the Lux. At this point in the game, there's really nothing he can do. We have a Judgment if he tries to go wide, and we'll have the Lux developed as well. Never mind, I'm going to get Atrocity'd. Fuck. Yo. That's not cool, man. Ha. Leona's quite far from leveling up. We will just slam down the Lux here.
We can do this.
Getting the Prismatic Barrier is pretty nice. And it is burst, so we can go Prismatic into Pale Cascades. But we do not have a way of doing it. If he's running this, he might just be running Atrocity, actually. We can get an Obliterate from this though. So we will open with this. Ooh, we do hit the Obliterate.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
So if he doesn't open attack, ooh, that was a mistake, my friend. Yeah, okay, so the problem is Atrocity, but if he does have it, we can just heal it back up. So I really shouldn't be too worried about this. This also does get us a laser and the level up for Lux, getting her barrier back. Which, in this instance, doesn't matter, but it could have in another scenario. So this will be the Atrocity. In fact, the Atrocity is a draw too. It's the only good card they could be. Pretty sure it's the Atrocity though, I mean. It's banking on 7 right now. And also the reason for playing this is we can't play in response, and he has a full board. He's not gonna, we're not gonna get another opportunity. Yes, we can barrier it, but yeah, so there's the Atrocity. He is killing the Lux, which there's no way for us to play 6 mana worth of things, which I'm fine with this. We have another Lux in hand. And his board stays incredibly weak. He just used his win condition to try and clear her Lux. So that wasn't worth it for him. I mean, I'm not gonna Pale Cascade this. I see no reason to. I'd rather just hold on to the spell and use it next turn after developing the Lux. I honestly don't know why he's still in this, like, he's still even trying with this game.
Everywhere I go, the light follows.
I'm not gonna go the Shield Bearer. I want to play my Cascades. Okay.
You will be scoured from this land.
See what he does.
But they're saplings.
Drops down to 3. So maybe we'll make the push here. And I'm pretty sure it's just game. Yeah. It was down to 2 cards. There wasn't really anything you could do there.
Did we win?
Ezreal TF, huh? I'm trying to be sweaty. Okay. Ooh. I feel like keeping the Hush is right here. An Ezreal matchup, Hush seems like a really good card to have. Oh, we actually got our Lux this game, so that's pretty nice.
Raise your weapon sunward. Follow the horizon.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
Bless the faithful and sear the heretics. Punish transgressors.
Is I just see no reason to pull this keg. Is this for every time I pull it, it's just gonna be a make it rain, I'm gonna be sad. The fact that it's always wrong. I don't know.
You got legs. Use them.
Oh, not make it rain. As I swear, every time I do this play, I always get Maker Raid on. Happens every time. Happens so much when I was playing the Jinx Raven list. I just realized I should just try and push as much damage as possible instead of trying to go for these type of plays.
The dawn has arrived.
Carry her light across the mountain.
There's no way you're just passing on 7 mana. Ooh, Thermal Beam. Oh, we have Lux number 2. Hope you got a lot more Thermal Beams.
The dawn has arrived.
Carry her light across.
To shine like the sun.
Thanks, Laura
you must
Soldier.
burn
Really
like
appreciate it. So we have Leona down. Not very exciting game to commentate. It's very much just
bask in
solitaire.
the light's radiance.
I'm gonna try and kill him. He's gonna try and involve his Ezreal. Not really much to it. I think the main thing here is having these two in hand. It's really, really good. Getting gold carded is pretty sad.
Devotion to battle. Easy.
Alright. So we do have the Lux for next turn. And that's gonna be a pretty hard one for him to deal with because he has no banked mana. He will just be on 7 here.
I've whipped up something special.
So we'll bring out the Lux here.
Do this.
And we can combo with the Remembrance. It's a very good draw to have. Parlay. Huh? Okay, so he's getting Plunder here. Interesting. So he's going for the nab. Is that what's happening?
Don't ask where it's from. Ask how much.
Ooh, double nab. That is pretty annoying. That is pretty annoying. So we'll open with the Priestess. Golden Sister is really good. Meteor Shower is also a consideration. We are kind of running out of plays in our hand. Traveler is also another consideration for sure. Since we are on such high mana costs, so we're going to be going to turn 8 soon, I think we're going to go Traveler. And try to look for a game ender for turn 9-10.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Because I don't expect this Lux to stick. Oh, it will stick actually. Okay.
Behold the sun's holy light.
Not a play I was expecting at all, actually. That's pretty nice. So we will go to Remembrance here and get the laser. Uh-huh. You're just getting roped now. How exciting. Dude, is this guy just gonna do this the entire time?
Better, brighter than before.
The enemies of day will fall.
No, we're using here.
By the light.
I don't like. My god, that is so loud every time.
Suppose you want in on this.
Why did I attack of you?
You cannot sway me.
Why did I do that? I did that last game too. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, well, we do get rid of 2 nab guys. He does have 2 cards from our deck. That is a consideration. I wish they highlighted it. Make it rain. Damn, that's it, Leona. Yeah, if I had the 1-2, maybe.
Last light.
It's not like it's the biggest deal. It's just, it's a dumb misplay that didn't need to happen. Static Shock. Alrighty then. So we open up the Priestess here. We do get an Obliterate. We can play and obliterate this turn, but it's just awkward. The only thing we would want to obliterate would be Ezreal. It does get us a laser though, which pushes damage and clears and does the exact same thing Meteor Shower would do in this scenario. Another Static Shock. So I guess we're just obliterating this. As weird as that is, it's very weird. We'll obliterate this, we'll laser here, and we'll just go for an open attack. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll always have some form of way of dealing with the Lux next turn. 0 mana Thermo, going for the evolution here. Well, we have the Hush for the Ezreal, which is really good. And well, we have the 2 Concerted Strikes into the Hush. So you can't have a lot of stuff here to deal with this. Ooh, the Guiding Touch is actually a really good draw. We will go for the open attack. Star Shaving, okay. Well, this Hush will enable us to get lasers. Yeah, we're not just passing here, buddy. Ridden in the stars, or going to the I think we will go Ridden Stars here. Actually, I want to bank spell mana. That's definitely something I want to do. So then we're gonna go Ridden the Stars, and we'll just play the Green Fang Warden. That's 0.
I'm so good, I surprised myself.
Very spooky,
For a true display of skill.
as we don't have a way of evolving this or proccing you. Maybe I should have passed there actually. But we can't just touch it,
I don't miss.
which we will.
This is my choice.
Get hushed.
Bountiful knows me name.
Forward in the name of the Solari.
Make it rain. Didn't hit. That's the Nexus stuff. So you can get more plunders procced here. The Destroyer. So 2 mana, you could have a Mystic Shot. I think I just want to get lasers here. So we will break the spell shield on this guy. Man, Hush is just so crazy. And there's a Mystic Shot. So we did keep the 2 mana for it.
By the light!
And I think that's just gonna be game. I don't think he has any way of just dealing with this. We won't use this because we do need 4 mana. We can just ruin the stars to get the insta proc for the laser, but we will just open here and I'm pretty sure it's just game. Yep.
Would it help if I apologized?
This is a pretty cool deck. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's something I'll be playing more of pretty soon. Sadly, I didn't get the second game to record. The second game was just not a good match. Everything just kind of went like poorly. It was a very one-sided stomp, so not exactly fun. I don't mind showing my losses. I could really care less if I win or lose, but I want the matches to actually be fun to like watch and you can learn something out of it, like my decision making and mulligan stuff like that. So like little things like keeping the Hush in an Ezreal matchup is going to be pivotal because they're going to want to drop the Ezreal and go for the attack at some point. But that's gonna conclude this video for today. If you do enjoy the video, please drop a like below. If you want to see more from me, drop please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get out as much as I possibly can. There will probably be another video for tomorrow as well. I do want to cover the Runeterra deck that Galop and Hyped came up with, and it seems super silly, and I don't know if it's good or not, but it just seems really fun. But yeah, also, again, if you do want to catch me recording these live, you can follow me over at twitch.tv/Tomsorcer. I try to go live there as much as possible. Sadly, I don't really have a schedule, as well, school's a thing. So, yeah. Appreciate everyone watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.